my loves, this is me, Sweet Cheeks, bringing you another speed painting. This time I wanted to kind of tone down my painting a little bit. And I guess I'm also sharing with you how it's really hard for me to hold back on a painting and kind of stop myself from overdoing it, because I don't know, I just feel like the more stuff you fill the page with, the more it looks like, you work harder on it, so its worth or its value becomes more. And it's this really weird kind of belief that I have, and it's kind of ingrained in my brain. So I was trying really hard to go against that. So a little bit of background on the series that this painting belongs to. It's called the Coffee Shop Crush series. I know it sounds really weird, but basically, I have this really romantic idea of going to coffee shops. I love going to cafes and kind of checking out their ambiances. And me being from New York actually kind of inspired that. While I'm living here in Las Vegas, it's really hard to find a really good coffee shop within walking distance especially, so I guess the want for it and the longing to just be with people and to just, that idea of being with people while being by myself, going to a coffee shop and reading a book, or going to cafe and writing my journal or painting, just sipping on a cup of coffee. That idea is just so wonderful to me that I almost wanted to bring it out in a series of paintings. Basically, the story behind the characters that I'm drawing here is that, they're a bunch of girls. Most likely I will also incorporate like other characters, boys and other genders, maybe some androgynous figures as well in the painting. But basically these girls that look like your modern, kind of independent woman out there who you kind of catch a glimpse of in a cafe, and you really wonder about their backgrounds, what they do, about how much more you'd want to get to know them. And there are all these things that are very interesting about their appearances, but at the same time they're very ambiguous. So for this character, for example, her messy hair and that really intense look that she has in her eyes, like when she's looking into the camera or the lens or whatever. And also you can see that she has a little piercing under her lip, and I put that there just because I don't want her to look too innocent. I don't want her to look too goody two shoes. I want her to look like, she's owning it. And there could have been other ways to show that, but I just feel like, I don't know, I just feel like there's something more mature about the look that she has. And at the same time, the setting that I wanted to show for a coffee shop here is a coffee shop with a lot of plants in the background and perhaps a lot of sunlight. But I didn't really want to overemphasize the sunlight too much here, just because, I don't know, I just wanted to keep the washed out look of the painting intact. I feel like I could have held back a little bit more there, and you'll know exactly what I'm talking about as we progress through the painting and I start adding in more colors. But I could have just stopped at the whole little Klimt ass print that I have on the t-shirt. So the thing about the print, what you're seeing over here is inspired by Gustav Klimt and the little dots that he does and the little patterns he does in his paintings. And I don't know, I just wanted to stylize it a little bit more Um, and I've already painted another girl in this series, and I've also given the same effect on her shirt, just to kind of bring the character a little bit more in the forefront. And what else? Let me see. Oh yeah, and I also incorporated colored pencils in the forefront. I didn't do that in the background, so that, you know, the character kind of pops out more. I am planning on doing a bunch more, like I mentioned. So if you guys have any other characters that I could, you know, portray in my series, please, you know, do comment down below. And yeah, this whole idea of character design has been so inspiring to me, and it's been really awesome. You know, you can kind of make a whole story out of a person, and it's just really fun. You know, I could just go on and paint this girl in different settings, paint this girl at her home, um, at school, maybe she's, you know, doing her graduate degree in friggin', I don't know, environmental science. Who knows? There's just so much depth that you can put in an imaginary character. I find that to be super exciting. And of course, coffee is just wonderful. My husband was just telling me yesterday that I love coffee so much that I'm starting to paint about it. Now that is some dedication over there. So anyway, I will see you in my next painting, guys. Love you. Bye.